It's that time, ladies and gents. Locals it is. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now. Jimothy. So, ladies and gents, we are continuing our journey at locals, and we're about to embark on another quest, and that quest is the quest of the rogue deck continuum. Basically, when I've been coming to locals, I've been playing nothing but rogue, to be honest, and it's been quite enjoyable. Now today's a bit different. I'm a little bit more organized. I know I'm going to locals. I'm gonna actually try and get there on time, and I've actually decided on a deck. The only issue is that I have not sorted out my side deck, so hopefully, fingers crossed, if I get there in enough time, I can sort out my side deck and be ready to go. Now the deck that I'm taking is Amazement Musketeers, or Musketeers Amazement, whichever way you want to call it. I'm basically gonna go and try it and see what I can do with this deck. So wish me luck, ladies and gents. Okay, ladies and gents, we are back. We haven't started just yet. We've probably got a couple more minutes before the tournament actually starts. I've managed to sort out my side deck. I thought I was a little bit over, to be honest, but I'm actually at 40 cards, so I bumped it up to 41, mainly because I'm running an upstart goblin in the deck. We're gonna see how this goes, to be honest. I've got a bit of a side. I don't actually know what the meta is here. It always changes. There was a lot of Sky Striker previously, but a lot of those players aren't here today as yet, so maybe I don't necessarily need to main deck the Twin Twisters, because there is a lot of back row, mainly due to the Sky Striker matchup, but we shall see how it goes. We are playing Amazement Musket, so we do have some form of negation in the form of, not Cross Dom, the other one that negates spells and traps. That's a counter trap. So yeah, we're going to see how we go, ladies and gents. Wish me luck. That's all I can say. Wish me luck. Catch you on the next one. Peace. Okay, ladies and gents, we are done with round one, and round two is in current proceedings. I actually got a buy for round two, which is really good. Gives me a chance to just think about where I'm going with this deck. I actually lost round one, 2-1 to a Tri Brigade player, which is very interesting. The way that I lost, I wish I'd got time to set up my rig. We literally got here, there was a few people that was late, and then he started straight away, so I didn't get a chance to actually hook up my camera. But round one, he just, game one of the game, he just out-resourced me. It just blew me out the water. Ended on an Appaloosa. I managed to pop that, and then he bounced my normal summon with the double Dragon Lords, which was a bit annoying, and I couldn't really catch up from then, especially when he resolved Revolt, which was a little bit difficult. He just banished everything that I could do, so I managed to get Arlecchino on field, but obviously he just got rid of it with Shirag. Game two, I managed to sweep. Literally, I think I summoned one max, and then every turn I just normal summon and then poke for game. I made him go first after siding, which was a little bit of a mind game, because he actually drew a lot of gold second cards and he just couldn't play basically, and he just had no engine. And by the time he got his engine up, I had too much of a setup. I had imperm set, I had magical muskets on field, as well as a couple of spells and traps in hand, so there wasn't much he could do. Game three actually went down to the wire. I managed to clear his board, I got rid of his Shirag, bounced his Shirag with the I think it was the Amazement Viking Vortex trap, which was interesting. No, in fact, Security Dragon, I bounced with Security Dragon, and then it got really close to time, and he managed to link up into Access Code, but then he jumped straight into Battle Phase, and then went to attack into my Ningesu, which I'd summoned the turn previous. Now, obviously, he didn't actually declare the Access Code effects, so he attacked into my Ningesu, and technically his Access Code was 2300 because he didn't declare any effects. And then he was like, oh, I did declare effects, but you know what? I said, you know what? It's no problem. I'm just saying to you, next time, obviously, make sure you declare your effects, because that would have lost him the game, basically. But I'm a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to just learn. It's a bit of a learning experience for some of the newer players. And yeah, he lost. Well, he would have lost that game because I would have just basically normal summoned, punched over another one of his monsters, and that would have been, I would have had enough damage on board. But hey ho, it is what it is. But like I said, we've got to buy this round. We're going to see what's going on. I'm actually recording a mirror match right now, as it were, between two Tri Brigade players, so I'll definitely try and get that up for you guys, providing that the recording's fine. But anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Alright, so round 2 will begin. 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright,
Searches for the field. 6.
no.
Field 12. If I'm going to pass it special summon the device from hand, and I can only do it once per attribute each summon.
Very nice. This is very clearly a different variant to what I'm playing.
You're playing cat, aren't you?
I am playing cat.
I may or may not be playing now. Does that fine?
This is absolutely fine, mate. You have a draw.
Draw 2.
Activate my reveal a Cyberts with 2300 in my extra deck, and then add an Ignister with the same attributes. So I'm revealing the card. If I don't summon the monster I reveal, I take 2300 damage from the end.
Normal summon. Expedition 2. So light dark trainer 1 from 2. This adds one from grave to hand. This banishes one from grave to soak for a tuner from deck. So banish for the cost, this goes off, and black fire. And this goes off, and also it's so built in because it's got the only link 6 in the game.
You did your little engine, yeah. I didn't think people were still trying this, but then again, one's better than none, yeah?
I think it's still pretty good. And then...
Wow, okay.
Your turn.
When you choose for a link summon on Cyberts, it adds a spell or trap from grave.
Subtract all of their linking.
Light dark wind effect, send one from deck to grave. Splash wave effect, reborn to its effect on it. Synchro.
Yeah, Frattle's fine.
Nothing right now. It would pop back on, but you don't know. Green effect summons the other monster that it's synchro with. Take no damage now because I made dark.
Normal.
So damage off my spell.
Thinking.
So that's light dark, wind, and fire. Then that is going to activate the effect of this. Reborn's more to its own, but their effects are again.
Keep affecting grave.
Yeah. That's a big finale. All the different attributes.
didn't know that was a card.
And once per turn, you can
Yeah, I'd say we are playing very different variants. Yeah, I don't remember. Set one.
Unaffected by one.
unaffected, yeah.
Okay.
M phase. Chain link 1, chain link 2 now, chain link 3 keys. Actually, I haven't actually checked my banish, just in case I don't want to use keys. I won't use kits, but like, just chain link 2 now. Add fractal, and then banish. Finish the right one. Top 10. Stand by name. Good night. Set manage in 3. And then Shureg effect. To add.
Analyzer effects.
On the great ball. So, chain link 1,
Just how we're going great monster. Quick monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. And if it attacks a
Call by 5. Take over. Banish over, sorry.
you get more effects.
Special summon Caress. And then resolve banishing both.
You get
Banish this and this.
can't use effects using it once. That's continuous. Well, because I summon 2 additional at this point, I can add 1 5-time monster back to my hand. I'll add more.
Tanking. Oh man, I'll do the tanking. Yeah, I'll scoop that one. Alright, cool.
Start by doing my removal. Attempt to destroy this and make it.
Alright, let's see what I can pull, Dave.
That's kind of like if I get the mode control, I think I would send
What I really want is another triple tactics talent.
I saw you looking for that online.
I did, I know, I pulled one.
Oh,
Yeah, I pulled one out of the tin.
oh yes.
Very cool, man. I like this card.
Yeah,
It's decent.
does bits in the right
Speedboard rock and
direction.
roll, dice die. Might have to counter. Dragon Maid's hiding.
Yeah, you go for that.
The hell? Another win.
You want to keep an eye on those guys?
A Chi-Chi.
So I've got a few of them in my...
Pierce in the darkness. Super Heavy Samurai Wagon. Trash. Heavy forward, that's decent. Big burst. Deep sea. Full talker.
Deep Sea Century. Have a look at Century.
Have a look. Not too shabby. Not really. I win the win challenger, which is not bad. I don't know what this Pierce in the darkness does. Got heavy forward in the Chi-Chi. Is it?
Send that to Grave with Minstrel. I say no.
No. Probably will. I just want talent, so that's not really too close to that cast. I like that.
Beautiful card.
Love that card. I need that as well.
Brilliant card.
Anything that has a water. Virtual Gate Chuche. Why am I gonna downgrade to a rare? Oh, Malice. That is just a feels bad right there. AI Contact. Bahama. Titan aside of again. Super Heavy Samurai Mishashi. Wind Pegasus. Lantern Shark. Rose Girl. Dark Templar.
Is that a dark card?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a Lantern Shark.
It's for the XYZ spam.
Yeah.
Why did they give me Malice of all cards?
Yeah, that would get you actually.
Alright, last pack. Part of the cards.
Here we go.
I believe.
Touch wood, yeah, that's right, touch wood, yeah.
This is already looking like a tin of disappointment.
I played 2 of disappointment.
Blizzard.
Looks like it should be water.
Free range monster. Mouth behind the sea, I like that card. Indulge Dark Lord. Rockman Xeno Guitar. Gets you a draw. Oh, Raider's Wing, that is nice. I won't say no to that. Ice Dragons Prison. Somebody talk to me. Hey.
I got great bladder control. That's number 1. So.
I take that back. It's not a tin of disappointment.
I'll take you a compost for the ice.
The rest I don't even care. Let's go, whatever. I don't care. Ooh, Fred the Least. Let's go. I won't say no. That was a good tin.
You got it, bro. You got it.
I used to play it.
Judge, backseat Jordan.
Implication.
That must be nice, yeah?
That must be nice.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
I didn't think you were actually playing the good one.
Wait there, you can't use Invoked, can you? You haven't got thingy? Oh yes, Ship Fusion, yeah. Check it out,
It's
guys.
an ulti one as well.
That's fine.
Wow. I'm taking that.
A big one?
That's nice, you know.
First this one.
That's it.
Where's the second after? Secret after?
I would have done in that section. They're just everywhere.
What does that do? What does that even do?
I couldn't tell you because my eyes
There's nothing. I'm pretty sure there's nothing.
It's a 3K, buddy. Just leave it me.
Oh, it's got a bunch to negate in it?
Yeah.
Alright. Draw for turn?
After this card, the Shaddoll card, though, ain't it?
Yeah. Normal cast bar? Can it be destroyed by card effects? Unres? Cast bar effect?
Please don't off.
Do you know where I went from?
You played Shaddoll.
I beat you in the first game.
Yeah, you did. Strategic 1x, bro.
You've got 2 easy wins, didn't you?
Why do you not get 2 easy wins? I was against Tri Brigade Birdle.
Battle phase? 12?
They're not easy wins.
Is what you did for the Ash Muscle?
Yeah, that was just luck.
That poor luck.
If that didn't happen, I'd have lost. Just because of barrier statue, it's like that.
Pass turn?
I wouldn't mind that, but my fusions are dead.
They ain't dead. You got one of the best fusions in the game.
Best
Just
fusions.
call somebody.
I can't do shit.
That is a scuff play.
Is that a scuff play? I thought
It's the best you can do. That's still a scuff.
That draw for turn?
Yeah.
Drake, do me a favour.
Yeah?
Scoop this game so we can get to final game. Results don't matter.
No, I want to just play the deck out. I don't know what you got set.
I'll tell you. Scoop and I'll tell you.
Noble Silver Kid Brave.
Yeah, sure.
I don't think you're in a position to demand a scoop.
Battle phase.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, what is this go for, actually?
Chain. In damage calculation.
Is that recorded?
In damage calculation, chain cross down.
That urinal's got more pubes on it than my dick.
What?
Oh, Magical Musketeer, you cheated up. I won.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Stop doing it.
And then cast bar effect on wrist.
So, cheap me. What we got past these days, you play spells.
Normal punch.
Normal punch, quick play spell if you've got pop you. That's a good next time you watch.
Bro, I love playing more bloody quick play reroll.
Just don't like my plays.
Keep punching.
I'll show up next week.
And then attack for 12.
Yep. Yeah, I've just realised.
What?
If I get Shaddoll card on board,
Yeah.
I can do shit.
I know.
Ash watching you.
It's almost like you play Shaddoll.
I made phase 2.
They're kind of
Yep. Do you know what my biggest mistake is?
Activate Dancing Needle. Banish Invoke.
Nah. Just for the
Leave
sake
that
of
one,
it.
bro.
Not banish the whole thing.
Banish him. I don't want to see him. And then unres, Kid Brave effect. So pitch your magical musket card. So I'll pitch the other Dancing Needle to draw 2. Draw it.
Muskets busted, bro. You cut all but the bottom 2 cards so you know what it gets.
Well, you have been in.
What?
You only left on the bottom.
Listen, I make mistakes again.
Amazing time ticket.
What?
Pay 800.
I am
I was going to say, that's not a musket card.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
This is some spice.
I'm going to then do 4 combo and scoop. Do you need any of the blonde one?
Huh?
Do you need any of the blonde one? You'll try it.
Which one?
The amazement card.
Oh, now I've got the deck. I only run Arlie Kilo in this because he can special summon himself when you resolve the track. Pass turn.
No! Scoop.
What was it?
Camera seal again.
What was your set?
Super poly.
Wow.
Bro, a bricked!
It was horrible today. That would have been
What will
nasty.
you brick against me more?
Okay, ladies and gents, the tournament is over, done and dusted. I took Amazement, Musketeers, 2 locals, and I did pretty well, might I add. I actually went X1, so I got a buy in one of the rounds, like I explained earlier, and obviously I lost to the Tri Brigade player, which was a little bit of a significant loss looking back at it now, because that would have actually meant that I could have been a contender for the top 4, because we actually were put into pods, and it did cut to a top 4, just because there's so many people that's turning up to the locals. It's getting kind of large. Like 28 was a low number today. It's normally like 30, 35, 40s. So it was interesting to see that the way that they did it, it just meant that we could play a lot more games more efficiently, more quickly, and be able to just get our tournament experience over and done with in a much more efficient manner. But anyway, going on to the last game, I actually played one of my buddies. He was playing Shaddoll Invoked, and it was just a wrap. I just literally just burnt his resources. And what I will say, what the star of the show was, specifically in that matchup, was Magical Musketeer Dancing Needle. Was just constantly banishing cards from his graveyard and just burning all of his resources. Now obviously when Winder and Construct were hitting the graveyard, I had no targets to add back, so it was literally a dead card, to be honest. And I could negate obviously Winder with Magical Musket cross domination, which is what I did, and it just literally just poked for game. The deck, it's crazy the amount of advantage you can resolve, especially with Last Stand being a counter trap card that you can play from hand. It's just absolutely crazy. But nevertheless, I went X1. We played 3 games in total, so 3 games of Swiss. I got a buy in one of them, I lost one, and I won one. So all in all, it was an interesting locals. I will definitely get a deck profile for you guys up on the channel. So in fact, I might even do it at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. Peace. Okay, ladies and gents, so this is the list that I used in my most recent local. So starting us off, I used a triple Caspar. This kind of goes without saying, to be honest. It gets your engine going. It mainly searches your interruptions, to be honest. So it's always good to establish Caspar early. Also, we were playing a triple Magical Musketeer Starfire. Shoot tutors at your Caspar to start off your plays, and then once you've got an established board, again, you can then look for to get Doc on field, or depending on where you are, maybe even Kid Brave if you want to kind of like mulligan your hand a little bit. So triple Starfire and triple Caspar, definitely a 3 of. This is a little bit of contention here. I'm running 2 Magical Musket Kid Brave. The reason why I put him in is because their attacks are kind of low, to be honest, and he can kind of help you out in a pinch. Being able to pitch a Magical Musket card and then draw 2 cards is not the most effective. You do need a bit of kind of like hand advantage or some kind of resource in your hand to be able to use his effect. But nevertheless, I've got him in as 2. Again, this could be changed, to be honest. I was also running 1 Magical Musketeer Wild, 1 Magical Musketeer Calamity, as well as 1 Magical Musketeer Doc. Now, Doc is actually my favorite musket, ladies and gents, to be honest. He does the most, he recurs stuff out of the graveyard. It's super annoying being able to loop your cross domination, as well as your Magical Musketeer Last Stand and Desperado, just continually popping, negating. It's just beautiful. So definitely Doc is definitely my favorite, and I've actually got an extra copy of him in the side. Calamity and Wild aren't necessarily the best. Wild actually came up, to be honest. He managed to shuffle back a couple of my Magical Musketeer maxes, as well as I think it was like a Last Stand, to be able to draw a card. So it does allow a bit of recursion to allow your max to again resolve. So he is actually useful because you do burn through a lot of maxes, because typically after your first turn your max will get beaten over, and you can only activate his effect when he's link summoned. So Wild did come up, to be honest. So yeah, you can actually put him back with Doc. For the hand wrap section, I ran 3 Phantasme, did not come up. I didn't actually see it all weekend, to be honest. I played 3 games, did not see Phantasme once, ended up siding him out, to be honest. But nevertheless, he was really useful if I'd have seen him, because a lot of people were playing Tri Brigades at that local. So obviously Phantasme would have been able to resolve and just mulligan my whole hand, basically, especially when I go into like Shirag, and I've got like Appaloosa and whatnot on board. So definitely a nice little tech there, but again, I did not see him at all. And then onto the Amazement engine, we just played 2 Arlecchino. I thought 2 was fine, to be honest. I didn't really want to run 3 because I didn't want to see him too much. I wanted to be able to search him or see him in combination with at least another Magical Musket and a spell or a trap. So 2 Arlecchino. He did come up, I did get him out once basically, but he's a nice little tech, to be honest, especially as a 2600 beat stick that can pop cards, as well as Desperado being able to pop cards. You can clear boards with this very, very easily. So yeah, nice little engine. Onto the spells. Triple Magical Musketeer Cross Domination. This goes without saying. Gets rid of some problem monsters. I think I got rid of Winder. I think a Construct tried to attack into me and I chained this in damage step and just reduced its attack to 0. It's crazy. Worked wonders all weekend. And then for the Amazement stuff, we ran triple Amazing Time Ticket. Yes, I got mixed rarities. I got 2 of the ultras, basically. This is crazy. I got 2 ultras in a secret. But yeah, anyway, I ran 3 of these just to be able to get your Arlecchino, as well as being able to tutor out some of your traps. So yeah, triple Amazing Time Ticket. And then for some generic power 1-offs like we normally run, we got the Upstart Goblin, the Called by the Grave, the Monster Reborn, and the Double or Nothing. I'm sure you know what that is in there for. And then for the traps, ladies and gents, we ran triple Cross Domination. Magical Musketeer Last Stand. I love this card. It is a spell speed 3 spell and trap negate, so it just literally puts an end to chain links, which I think is fantastic. So definitely a 3 of, in my opinion. Looping this with Doc is just a fantastic feeling, not gonna lie. And then we also ran triple Desperado. This is just a face up pop, nice and simple. Nothing needs to be said about that, just blow something up. And then the MVP of the weekend, Magical Musketeer Dancing Needle. Recurring this and using this over and over and over again is just beautiful. The amount of times I just banished key combo pieces out of graveyards, it was just is ridiculous. Definitely a power play, definitely a one of. It is searchable. I do run a second one. Well, when I'm playing casually, I do have a second one, but I didn't want to see too much. Obviously, you want your opponent to establish some kind of graveyard before you go into it, so you want to see some of your other spells and traps before you see this. Hence why I'm only playing this at 1, but still a fantastic card. Onto the amazements, we've got the Book of Moon and the Effect Negation. Decent card. To be honest, I didn't see Arlecchino too much, so I didn't resolve this too much, and I didn't actually draw into it, which was weird, especially as a 3-of. But you can actually mess around with the ratios of this because you run Amazing Time Ticket. You can search whatever you need, and sometimes I took out one and then took out the other trap that we run to be able to side in some of my other cards. Amaze Attraction Viking Vortex. This is basically a compulse when your opponent's monster activates its effect. It's one of the newer traps that came out. Not as powerful as the Horror House, but nevertheless it's probably one of the stronger ones, being able to just bounce an opponent's monster. Would have been nice if it was in super rare, or at least a rarity, but hey ho, it is what it is. And then finally, you all know, triple infinite impermanence. I do have the gold rares. I don't care. I like cards. I actually quite like the premium golds. I think they look pretty cool. But yeah, just to be able to combo off with Arlecchino and play on my opponent's first turn. So yeah. Next, on to the extra deck. We are running triple max. This goes without saying. It's a Magical Musketeer Dark. He's probably the most summoned extra deck monster you're going to go into. You don't necessarily need to go into the other ones, but it's always good to have 3, especially as you burn through them very quickly, as it's a link 1. I also ran a Security Dragon. This came up, bouncing opponent's monster, which was nice. A Nightmare Phoenix, as well as a Nightmare Unicorn. Phoenix is actually quite good in this deck, especially with your max, because max points down, Phoenix points up. You actually get to draw if you pop a card. So definitely a good option, especially with what's it called again? Imperial Order as a staple in most decks nowadays. It's just nice to be able to just deal with it on the spot. And then we ran our Topologic Trisbane. I didn't actually go into that. This is a flex spot. I might even take this out for IP Masquerena, to be honest, to be able to go into Unicorn. And then we ran one Ningisu, the Will Chalice Warrior. This is just to get rid of Dragoon, non-targeting send to the graveyard, just in case I run into Dragoon. Yeah. And then on to the XYZs, we played one Baguska, did not go into it, one Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. This is the reason why I played the level 4 monsters in deck, just to blow board. One Double or Nothing. We also played one number 39 Utopia, as well as Utopia the Lightning. Again, just to get rid of Dragoon or any problem boss monster, for example. So yeah, even like the Ignister Towers, which can get up to like 4,000 attack, sometimes even 5. It's good to be able to go into Lightning and just basically punch over it. And then finally we played 2 Super Poly targets, because I will show you my side actually. Yeah, 2 Super Poly targets. And then as for my side, it was a bit it's a bit difficult, especially with the locals being so rogue. I played another Dark because I just love Dark. I think Dark's pretty cool. Played triple Ash Blossom. More times than not, I sided this in. Took out the Phantasmaze, mainly because I wasn't seeing it. But yeah, played one Iris Sword Soul. Reason I put this one in there is mainly because of cross domination, being able to negate opponent's monsters as spell speed 2, and then have this in hand to just jump out your hand and basically just be a board presence is great. It's also 2,500 attack, so you can also do some pretty nice things with it. One Dino Wrestler Pancratops, triple Dark Ruler no more. This card is fantastic in this deck. Negate everything on the field and then plus off it. It's crazy. And then I also ran triple Super Polymerization, as well as the triple Twin Twisters. So yeah, ladies and gents, that is it. Weekend went well. Again, it was a bit of a mixed bag in terms of results, mainly because I let that guy beat me, but it was a learning experience nonetheless, and I probably will play this deck again. I'm actually going to attend another locals this week, which is going to be interesting, so we'll see how that goes, and I potentially might even take this deck, so we'll see. But anyway, we find ourselves at the end of another video. If you did like this content, you know what to do by now. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, all of that beautiful good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.